Genesis the first, right?
Okay.
Chapter 1, what does it say? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, right?
Yeah.
And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Yeah.
And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the earth, the waters.
Yes,
and God said, let there be light, and there was light.
Yes.
And God saw that the light was good.
Yes.
And God divided the light from the darkness, and God called the day...
How many days, by the way, did God, in accordance to the Bible, create the universe?
7.
7? Or was it 6 and he rested on the 7th?
No, he rested 6 days and he rested on the 7th.
Why did he rest if he doesn't feel fatigued?
What?
Proceed what you're reading.
Okay. So God said, let there be a firmament, blah, blah, blah. Let's pass on to that, yeah? And God called the firmament heaven, and even and morning were the second day, right?
Right.
And God said, let the waters under the heaven gather together in a place, blah, blah, blah. Hold on.
Right.
I'm reading on, sorry, I'm trying to
That's fine. That's all right, you take your time. Sharika, can I commentate just on that then? Because you gave me a chunk there, to think about. Now, firstly, I want to ask, because God there, he's talking about the universe and the creation of the universe, and you spoke about how God created light, etc. Now, I want to ask you firstly, so now what I want to do, I want to speak to you about a bit from Genesis as well, okay? So from the first book still, okay? And what I would basically like to theme this little subpart of our discussion is about the names and attributes, or should we say qualities and skill set of God. Can we get another tissue for the young lady?
Sorry.
Thank you, Speakers Corner Highlights. Please subscribe to Speakers Corner Highlights.
Thank you. All right, go on.
And SCDawah over here. And Guidance Avenue.
All right, quickly, because I still have to go back over.
All right, cool. So, firstly, what I do want to say, do you want to keep the tissue with you? Aki, can she keep the tissue with her?
Can I keep your tissue?
Because you're all right, mate.
You're all right, you're not.
You're all right, man. It's all right, innit? Come on, she's Jamaican, innit?
Yes.
Jamaican. You lot have really good food. Really, really good food. Me like my Aki saltfish, you know? Right, okay, cool.
Right,
and I genuinely meant that, but all right, cool. So what I want to speak to you about is about the names and attributes of God himself, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, God first speaks about... so in Genesis, firstly I want to speak to you about what you were mentioning now.
Yeah.
The first, so it was...
hold on.
So in the beginning...
Hold on, because I want to make the point. It might not be in my version, this version that I have on my phone. But I need to clear up one point.
Yes, please.
You see, it says in the whole this version of the Bible, the King James version, because I've got quite a few of them at home. I've got like 6. Yes. So it talks about it talks about the word, and nobody can surpass that because the Bible actually says it. I can't really find it right now, but it says, in the beginning was the word. And it says, the word was with God, and the word was God, right? It taught that word is Jesus, and it confirmed it. It confirms it in Deuteronomy. Please research it. Sorry, I'm
okay, you know while you're waiting for that, can I commentate on that point that you were speaking about then? So in Genesis, so we don't skip too much, yeah? Cool. So in Genesis, you were first saying about how God created the world, and then I asked you how many days did he create it? You said 7, I said 7, or was it 6?
Sorry, 6.
So yeah, fine. So God created the world in 6 days according to biblical scripture, biblical doctrine, and on the 7th day God rested. Genesis. Bible.
Where Genesis was it? How long ago was it? It's the time of Islam.
Sorry, do you mind we're having a discussion?
I want to learn.
Okay, ask this gentleman. He knows. He knows. Don't ask me. We're in a discussion, sir. Please.
He's busy. Excuse me, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
He knows. He knows what he's doing. This guy. Yeah. All right. Cool. So in Genesis. In Genesis. Allahu musta'an.
All right,
listen, I'm going to carry on. Right. So you were saying God, he created the world in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. Does God have any human attributes? Does God feel fatigue? Why must God rest?
Because he felt like it.
God felt like resting?
Everybody, look, if God wanted to rest, if God wanted...
Is it because he was tired after creating the universe?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
It's just a day to
or definitely not?
No, I don't think God was tired.
Can God feel fatigue? Can God feel fatigue?
We don't know for sure. We are not
really?
God.
Oh my God.
We are not God. I can't tell you if God is fatigued. All I can tell you is what I know.
Okay, cool.
Right? You asked me a direct question.
Fine. I will accept that. I respect that. So what I would do now is
hold on. Let me finish answering your question.
Yes, miss. Go for it.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Was if God... I don't believe that God was tired while he rested. He rested because that was the day that he wanted us as human beings to keep holy. He wanted that day to be set apart from the rest of the days. right? That's why he rested on the Sabbath day.
Fine.
So that day he gives
Fine.
us, what does he give us? He gives us 6 days so
Fine.
that we can labor as human beings, because our bodies cannot just go on for days and days and days and work and no rest.
Problem. Sharika.
So he has given us 6 days to work so that the 7th day we can have rest.
Sharika, thank you, and I do understand your explanation of that, yeah? Because I keep throwing those balls in and you just keep batting them out, yeah?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, yeah? All right, so I'm going to throw this in really hard for you now, yeah?
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Helmet? Yeah, you got it. Groin guard, everything, yeah? Everything on, yeah?
Everything, you get me?
All right, you get me? All right, all good now, yeah? All right, good. All right, you're blessed, yeah? All right, cool. Genesis 6:5.
Yes.
The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth. And this is about the flood now, yeah?
Yes. Noah.
And that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Genesis 6:6. The Lord regretted
Yes,
that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race that I have created, and with them the animals and the birds and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. Right? So now, just talking about the names and attributes of God, the actual term regret, what is translated from biblical original language and biblical doctrine and scripture, the word used is nacham. And nacham means regret. And regret comes from the word, and nacham stems from the word sorrow. So God felt that he had made a mistake.
He felt upset.
He felt upset. He had made a mistake. Yeah, he made a mistake. So he tried to rectify it. So now what I asked you, so we spoke about the fact that God didn't feel fatigue. What he did, it was actually just to show humans, as you said, that maybe it's the holy day and etc. etc. And you made a very profound statement, and I respect you for it, that you will only speak to me out of knowledge, and you've been very straight with me about that. And honestly, I'm not trying to patronize you. I do respect that. Yeah, I do respect that. Yeah, cool. However, now if we take that word,
regret.
sorry, let me just get this back on.
Sorry.
So if you just bear 1 minute, just we get that back up, inshallah.
Okay. I think maybe you pulled the wire a little bit more. No, I'm trying to get it.
Is it on? Is it still recording?
No, sorry. We just need to start from the beginning. Yeah, it's still recording.
Still recording, yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah,
so
you're going that way. You will start
All right.
over here.
are we okay here?
Are we okay?
You just need to keep looking at the camera, because I know. Right, so what I was going to say to you about this now, how can God, if God is the all-knowing, do you agree that God is the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the all-hearing, the all-able, the all-powerful, the omniscient, the omnipotent, all of that, That's all God. It's only majestic terms now, Human beings we can know, but we can't be the all-knowing. God is the all-knowing, agree? Fine. He knows what came before us and what will come after us. Get to the point, All right, let me lay the smack down now. I'm throwing that ball at you now, Cool. According to your biblical doctrine now, God isn't the all-knowing, because he showed regret and he felt so, and it says his heart was deeply troubled because, and look, if you look at the term, wait, let me just like model it for you now, Look, so the Lord, so let's look at number one. Number one, the Lord saw the wickedness of the human race.
Yes, he
number
saw
one. Number two, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. So he saw what was there, and then he had seen that the inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Number one. Number two, because of what he saw, the consequence of it, he was regretful. And number three, because he was regretful, his heart was deeply troubled. Number four, so he said, he professed that he's going to wipe everything out. And number five, he reaffirmed that he had made them. But number four, it starts by saying, so the Lord said. So from what? From number three, do you understand? So the question is this, look, if God in the Bible is the all-knowing, how can he show regret? How did he not know what he had created? And is he not perfect? Because if he was perfect, how can he create a race that he could not anticipate and know?
Can I answer the question now?
Sure.
Okay, from my understanding of God, right? He created us. He did not create us as robots. He did not create you and me as robots just to serve him, right? He gave us something so precious, something so wonderful called free will. Right. He gave us that. It doesn't mean that he's not all-knowing. He doesn't know that the arts of us, what our arts is. He gave us a choice. Free will is a choice. It's whether you want to do good or you want to do bad. Hold on.
Yes, miss. Go on, miss. Go on.
So basically, as a child, right?
Go on.
You know that mommy says you're not supposed to go in the cookie jar, right?
Right.
You have a choice.
Right.
Whether you're going to go in that cookie jar or you're not going to do it. It's the same with God. God created us out of love.
Should I tell you how it's
Hold on. He created us out of love, right? He did not create us to serve him alone. He created us with something called free will. And because of free will, we chose to do bad things. We are the one that choose it. You can't blame God for it. If you go and stab that guy, you can't blame God because you stabbed that guy.
I agree with you.
It's your responsibility.
And it was written, right? It was written, right?
It was written.
Fine. Now, Sharika, I'm gonna. Sorry. No, please, not yet. Please. Let us just continue. Yeah, please. Let us continue. No.
Keep it in the same vein.
No.
We
still.
work together.
Even still, these people work with me, but they're not talking. Please. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I think
All right.
it's interesting to see the both of you.
That's fine. But Sharika, look, I like that, yeah? But you're missing the point of the fact that when I spoke, hold on, no.
Yeah.
When I spoke to you about creator, yeah, you started speaking about the free will of creation. Now let's go back to the creator himself.
Can I finish answering
So
the question
reiterate.
Creator, right? So you're saying that. So the question you're asking me is, how is the creator all-knowing?
Can I just get your attention?
Yes. Sorry.
You guys just
Oh,
go back
okay.
on the fence.
Okay.
Sorry, that's fine.
Up somewhere else.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, the room touch and everything. I apologize.
Yeah, come on.
So basically,
Where's my makeup guy? Come and do my touch-ups. Come on.
so basically,
Right.
basically the question was, how can God be all-knowing if he's going to have regret for making mankind, right? But the fact is, he is all-knowing. He knows what mankind is capable of. He's given them free will so that they make their own decision. Because they have corrupted themselves so much, that's why God's wrath was kindled. We done that. We angered God so much that he felt that he had to wipe us off the planet.
So God made himself angry?
We did it.
Did God make himself angry?
No, humans made God angry.
Are we not the consequence of God's actions?
We're
according
not
to your Bible?
He created
And that's why he changed
we
it?
Are not, no, we are not
Should we let the Bible speak again?
We can let the Bible
All right, let's let the
speak.
Bible speak again. I'm going to read this out again for everyone.
Can I finish?
Sure.
All I'm saying is, the question was, how can God be all-knowing, right? And then have regret for creating the world. It's just like a mother can be all-knowing about her child, right? She knows her child, she just gave birth to it, right? And it grow up and go out and do violence. It's the same thing. Right? God made us out of love. We were not just a condition or just something to be brushed under the carpet. He created us in his own image. Right? In the image of God, he created male and female. He created us. Right? So if he created us out of love, why then would you consider us as a consequence of God's action? We are not a consequence.
I don't consider.
No, you just said that just now.
Okay, let me.
We are a consequence, right?
Let me just emphasize again what I believe and what the statement I said, where it stems from. The statement that I'm talking about, consequential activity, is about what I see the Bible is portraying, not what we as Muslims believe. Yeah. What we as Muslims believe is this, and it's simple, yeah? God is the all-seeing, he's the all... Do you know what? Let me read something from the Quran if I must, yeah? Because we've spoken a lot of Bible. So if you just bear with me, yeah? Just a couple verses. Again, guys, I've read this before, but I just mashallah, the whole of the Quran is beautiful, but I just want to read for this lovely, dashing young lady, something that I've read before, inshallah, and it's from Surah Al-Hashr, okay? And it's the 21st, actually I'll start from the 22nd to the 24th verses of this surah. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. He is Allah, God, yeah? This is about God speaking about himself now, yeah? He is Allah, than whom there is no deity worthy of worship but he. The all-knower of the unseen and the seen. He is the most beneficent, the most merciful. He is Allah, than whom there is no deity worthy of worship but he. The King, the Holy, the one free from all defects, the giver of security, the watcher over his creatures, the Almighty, the Compeller, the Supreme. Glory be to Allah. High is He. Above all that they associate as partners with Him, He is Allah, the Creator, the Inventor of all things, the Bestower of forms. To Him belong the best names, and that is in the heavens and the earth. Glorify Him, and He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. Now just to conclude upon that, I want to read the first 5 verses from Surah Al-Kahf, which is now the 18th chapter of the Quran. Okay. Alright, so in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All the praises and thanks be to Allah, who has sent down to His slave, in brackets Muhammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the book, in brackets the Quran, and has not placed therein any crookedness. He has made it straight to give warning to the disbelievers of a severe punishment from Him, and to give glad tidings to the believers in the oneness of Allah, Islamic monotheism in brackets, yeah, who work righteous deeds, that they shall have a fair reward, paradise. They shall abide therein forever. And to warn those who say, Allah has begotten a son. No knowledge have they of such a thing, nor had their fathers. Mighty is the word that comes out of their mouths. They utter nothing but a lie. Now the reason why I wanted to speak this out, obviously, is evident, is very, very obvious. And